Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this product guide, we are going to rapid fire through 5 actionable digital product ideas to turn your passion or skill into a residual income digital product. And I say residual income because there is some work involved even after you start selling. There's no such thing as truly passive digital products. So timestamps below, along with some other helpful videos to actually building out the marketing process to sell some of these if you don't want to use a marketplace, as well as some deeper dive videos into some other examples and case studies. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1 is going to be the boring one, but it works really, really well. So even though it doesn't sound glamorous, it works really well, and that's going to be text-based digital products. So when I say text-based, this includes PDFs, documents, spreadsheets, ebooks, guides, workbooks, pretty much anything in a written format. And I actually recommend starting here because number 1, you can get started with a lot of different ideas and a lot of different types. It's not going to take you weeks on weeks, like say with a course or creating some stock footage. And if you are looking to start monetizing your specific skill or passion, this is a really good way to share your skills with other people without having to go through that arduous process of making an online course. We've made several for our particular business, and it takes a really, really long time. So to figure out ideas for your specific niche or industry, all you need to do is head over to a place like Etsy, Fiverr, or even just go over to Google and type in whatever your niche or industry is, and then add template, workbook, guide at the end of it, and you'll start getting a lot of different ideas. So as an example, for our marketing agency, we offer things like our sales funnel organizer template. We've also created templates around providing scripts for email marketing, and we've even gone so far as to create spreadsheets that help people import all of their keywords directly into their Google Ads account. So you don't have to go super fancy if you're not a spreadsheet person, but there are a lot of different places you can go to find examples or ideas of different templates, workbooks that you can create yourself. As another example, when I was a financial advisor, pretty much another lifetime ago, we actually created a full-on book and published it to Amazon. Now, I don't recommend doing that anymore. I recommend actually creating your book using something like Canva. You can also use something like PDF Escape to make your PDFs editable. And the advantage of that is you're going to be able to charge a higher price when you're on your own platform versus Kindle, which is completely saturated now. And unless you type in the exact name of our books, we pretty much never, ever show up, even though we have a couple of good reviews. And even though you're probably only going to sell this from $2 all the way up to $10, it's nothing to write home about, but you can create a lot of different types of these offers very quickly, and you'll quickly start to figure out which types of offers people actually care about, and then you can use that as a springboard to creating a full-on course, which is something that we've done several times in the past. We'll create a bunch of these different text-based digital products and sell them for less than $5. The ones that do really well, we go, oh, maybe we should make another course, or maybe we should make a more advanced thing on that, as opposed to the ones that don't sell. We go, well, good thing we didn't spend 3 months making a course on that subject, because apparently nobody actually cares about it. So number 2 is going to be audio. This is going to be a lot more niche and specific. So I'm going to blaze through this one. Some examples of audio, of course, would be a premium podcast. If you want to make stock audio for other creators and you're just a musically talented person. So obviously, if your niche or industry isn't really a good fit for audio, then don't try and make it fit. We don't have anything for audio because we're a marketing agency. Most people just want to skip the audio and go straight to a video. But other examples are guided meditations, workouts, yoga routines. So think of any sort of niche or industry where it would be advantageous for someone to actually have someone in their ear guiding them as they're working through a process or doing something physically. And of course, again, this is very niche, so we'll go ahead and move on. But some software to help you would be Audacity, which is a free audio editor. You could also upgrade and go all out with something like Adobe Audition. And then if you're doing anything with podcasting, free or paid, Altu is a podcast making tool that automates a lot of the technical and confusing parts of editing audio. And of course, even if you're not doing a podcast, that might be a great alternative because Audacity does have a lot of bells and whistles, and there's a pretty steep learning curve with it. Although the big advantage is it is free. And of course, when it comes to the pricing of audio, you'll charge anywhere from 99 cents all the way up to about $20. Now, this next one is going to be digital arts. And again, this might not work for your niche or industry, but the good news is you don't don't yourself have to be a graphic designer in order for this to work. So we've actually done this in the past where we have an idea and we will go hire someone to create the designs for us. And because we've had someone create them for us from scratch, we have full license to essentially sell and use them as we see fit. So don't feel like you have to be a graphic designer in order to sell digital arts. Now, the two main categories of digital arts that I recommend checking out, irrespective of your niche or industry, would be media kits and then printables. So media kits are a collection of graphics and assets and templates that someone else can essentially copy and apply to their own business or their own social media strategy. Think of going over to Etsy or Envato Elements and searching up Instagram Media Kit, or go ahead and search YouTube Media Kit, and you'll see a lot of different examples of people who've already put together packages of files so someone can easily find a design that they like, and then they'll go ahead and purchase that and use that across their social media. Now, the other ones are printables, and I recommend hopping on over to Etsy to just search motivational quotes or motivational quote printables, and you'll get a ton of different examples of what printables look like. And of course, depending upon how unique your printables are and how much is text versus how much is a picture or illustration, again, you can hire someone to create those illustrations for you. And of course, when you're using something like Canva or you're purchasing things off of marketplaces like Envato Elements, you do need to be very, very careful with the licensing, because a lot of those licenses don't allow you to just take those images and then go sell them on Etsy. So there is some element that you're actually going to need to create something new for this category, but the advantage is you'll be able to charge more. So your printables, we're looking at anything from $5 all the way up to $100 or more. And this next one is great if you're just looking for something to sell as a digital product and you don't really have any niche or passion or industry that you want to focus on, and that is going to be stock photos and stock videos, specifically stock videos. So I will actually link up in the description to a video from another channel that goes through a really cool process for actually starting to monetize drone footage, because that is a huge thing, especially right now. But whether you're taking taking photos and you want to sell them on a marketplace, or you're taking your own B-rolls, what's most important with this digital product is you're thinking about who would actually want to purchase this footage, because there's a lot of inventory out there. And so doing things unique, like learning how to fly a drone and get good drone footage of your city. Again, I'll link up in the description to that video that goes through a really deep dive. He has no idea that I'm recommending it, but I just think it's a really, really good idea if you're looking for something completely new. And you can actually sell your footage on a place like Envato Elements or Shutterstock, although you're not going to get as good of a rate if you have your own website and of course just post your drone footage or your videos to YouTube and have information to contact you. So again, I'll link up in the description to that video if you're interested in monetizing drone footage, because it's a pretty good market right now. Now, when it comes to actually having a specific skill or passion, this next one is my personal favorite, and that is going to be the online course. But I'm not going to recommend creating this massive online course that you're going to sell for $2,000, because that's just a ridiculous waste of time, especially when you're just getting started. So focus on creating a 30 to 90 day workshop to help someone go from where they are now to ultimately where they want to be. So they're here, they want this result, and there are a bunch of roadblocks in the way. So you want to come up with content and modules and a training that's going to take them from that state that they are now to the state that they want to be, the big result that they want, over a 30 or 90 day period. And it's a lot easier to sell a workshop like this because it is very clear what the benefit and results of taking the workshop is. And the other advantage of going this route is you probably only need anywhere from 2 to 5 hours max of content. If you have more than 5 hours of content, then you're probably adding too much, or it's just overkill, right? And while you're only going to be able to sell this workshop for probably $50 all the way up to $200, it is a good way to get your feet wet with creating online courses, because most of the work, as you will find out, is actually learning how to run traffic and sell the course. And so you don't want to spend all this time and energy creating a course and then all of a sudden finding out that nobody actually wants it. I've had that happen to me several times. It's really painful, which is why I recommend starting with the text-based digital products, because that's going to allow you to have a lot of different options. It's almost like throwing baloney against the wall, and you see what sticks and you go, people really care about that particular template, that particular worksheet or PDF guide. Let's go ahead and actually make a course out of it. And you can always make something more advanced and more expensive down the road. So that does it for quick rapid fire of 5 digital product ideas. Hopefully it helps spark some ideas for your own niche, business, or industry, or you're just trying to figure out where the heck to start. So go ahead and hit that like button, comment below with any of your digital product questions, and until the next, keep building the business you love.